have das Wunderkind Blair cast the spell for me. She's really good at them, and Miss Over 9,000 Madwand should have the power to spare."
"Are you expecting a fight?"
Rumpus asked. Ruby sighed, looking up at the perfect azure blue of the seagull-spotted sky, the roar of the ocean surf, the laughter of gently strolling pedestrians, the promise of a refreshing beverage. It all made Ruby want to sit in one of the public beach chairs along the boardwalk and just soak in the warming sun. "I don't know what to expect, Rumpus. With these kinds of situations, it's hard to tell. Not every girl or woman reacts the same way when they find out about their arcane heritage."
"Well, this girl is clearly already a miscreant," Rumpus said. "I would expect trouble indeed."
"Don't you talk about my witch like that, Tubbo," Rufus said, brandishing his kitten claws. "Don't make me cut you."
"Anytime you think you're big enough and bad enough,"
Rumpus got his back up.
"Shall we, knave?"
"Knave? How dare you? I would never do that to a lobster." Rumpus sat back, tilting his head in puzzlement.
"Just what do you think knave means, anyway?"
"Will you two stop?" Ruby snapped her fingers. "Back in the carrier, both of you. The game is afoot. At least there's nobody actively trying to kill us," Rufus said cheerfully, in an attempt to lighten the mood.
"That we know of,"
Rumpus amended. Ruby sighed. They headed inside the cafe to find Blair Barrows and her familiar Felix waiting for them. Ruby didn't resent Blair for her youth, but she was keenly aware of it. The fact that Blair had more raw power than she herself possessed didn't help matters much. Still, they were allies, and even compatriots, even if they weren't exactly friends, as of yet. "Ruby, what happened?"
"I got mugged," Ruby replied, "by the very witch the Cabal has asked me to seek out and mentor."
"Wow, talk about a coincidence," Blair whistled.
"Coincidence or fate?"
Felix asked cryptically. "Listen, I need your help. Can you pop around the corner and cast a quick teleportation spell in the alley?" "You can't use teleport magic?" "I can, but I'm low on energy. I was hoping you would help out since you're about to get on a plane anyway." "Certainly, Ruby." Blair stood up, gathering the white puffball of a cat into her arms. "Person, place, or dimension?"
"Person. Home in on the girl to which Rufus is mentally linked."
"I know how to give you the coordinates," Rufus said proudly. "Ruby taught me." "You're so smart, Rufus." Blair stroked him behind the ears. He purred.
"How come he gets all the attention?" Rumpus huffed. "You know I was cute when I was a kitten, too."
Ruby arched an eyebrow. "Is that so? If I recall, when you were a kitten, you demolished my Popeye's chicken tenders basket when I wasn't looking."
"Gluttony can be cute."
"Oh, my God," Blair gasped. "He ate the entire basket?" "Including the fries, and he lapped up the honey mustard sauce, too." Blair stared at Rumpus in shock. "How are you not dead?"
"My body converts caloric intake directly into muscle," Rumpus said, his great belly jiggling. "Please, Blair," Felix said, hiding his head under his paw. "Cast the spell so we can get away from this guy already."
In short order, they stood in the reasonably secluded alley behind the cafe. Ruby ignored the fetid stench of rotting fish emanating from the nearby dumpster as Blair cast the spell. Her hands flowed through the air in a series of slow, circular patterns. Blair uttered the harsh, guttural syllables of the arcane tongue and then made magic. Ruby felt the familiar belly-twisting sensation of teleportation. The alley seemed to shoot away from her, as if she were being dragged into the air on the wings of an unseen eagle, until she could see the alley no longer. Then she plunged back toward the ground, only now the alley was gone. In its place stood a ramshackle trailer parked on a dirt lot. A car sat nearby with 4 flat tires and a cracked windshield. Then Ruby stood on the dirt lot, the trailer only a few steps away.
"Geez, look at this dump,"
Rumpus said.